Hey everybody, it's Colette Baron-Reid. Welcome to this week's Astro Oracle reading. Now, if you're new, you're going to want to pay attention to each of the zodiac signs that represent your sun sign, your ascendant or your rising sign, and your moon. So for example, when I take 3 cards for Aries, if your sun sign is Aries, you're going to pay attention. That's your first reading. If your ascendant is Aries, that's your second batch. And if your moon is in Aries, it's your third batch. So you're really looking at 9 cards for a very personal viewpoint of this particular week. Now, we've also launched a 21 card tarot spread that I've done for the month as well. So you're going to kind of see how each week fits into the month. So you'll want to pay attention to these Astro Oracle readings particularly. Okay, so let's talk to Aries right now. So Aries, this is going to tell us the energy that you're going to be dealing with this week. It's going to reflect something for you in particular. And the Strength card, Magic, Stream, and Spark. Now, these are great because the Strength card says that you literally can handle anything this week, that you're going with the flow, Magic Stream is there, and Spark is also your creativity. Now, we know that we're in a big Aquarian time right now, and so we're seeing a lot of innovation and starting new things, etc. And you're perfect for that right now. So this is a week for you to get things off the ground and to really get that, nothing is really phasing you at the moment, which is really great. I'm really happy my husband's going to be like that this week. See that, Mark? You're not going to be bothered by anything. Okay, now we're going to be looking at Taurus. So Taurus, we're choosing 3 cards for Taurus. So Taurus, it's an interesting reading because Moonlight is your first card, and all 3 cards tell a story. If I look at them separately, it's not the same thing if I read them as a story. So Moonlight is obviously your intuition. Magical Map Shifter is a person. It's a person that comes out of a group that in this case triggers you because the dragon's lair is in the protection position, which means it's upside down. So this is a week for you to trust your red flags. They're not pretty. If you have a red flag about a person, vamos, okay? Exit. No talking, whatever. Just trust your gut. This is a week for you to really recognize that your intuition is on the money when it comes to other people and if you're not feeling 100% about them, okay? So that's for Taurus. Now we're going to be looking at Gemini. So Gemini, let's see the 3 cards for you. So this is a very I would say it's a tender week for you, Gemini. You may feel a bit stuck, and it's asking you not to clean up anybody else's work. You know how this kind of codependency stuff happens where we feel that we might manipulate a situation to make it better for us, etc. And it's warning the Gemini personality to stay out of other people's business. And you might feel a bit stuck and you want to move through it faster, but you actually can't, especially if things are meant to fall apart. In other words, we have to let go. This is a perfect week for you to do it, but only work on your side of the street. If you feel stuck and you want to have some kind of movement, you literally have to let go, because coming apart is about letting go and releasing. And this is saying, you might have a tendency to try to clean up somebody else's side of the street, or like to say to them, oh, don't worry, I'll take care of it, when really you just got to take care of yourself, recognize what you need to change, and it will come to you pretty effortlessly. Being stuck in the mud is actually good too. It's just telling you to slow down. Okay, let's try this again. And also to look around you as well. That's the stuck in the mud. You may not actually be stuck, but the energy for you might be a little stuck because you have to let something go. Okay, now we are looking at Cancer. So Cancer, also Spark, protecting treasure and come together. So for the Cancer personality, very creative week. for you, but don't be impulsive because the protecting treasure card is in the protection position. So don't get all excited and run amok and like, yay, all right? And like, I can do anything and come together is like knowing that, you're bringing all these great ideas together, etc., but don't be sloppy is what it's saying. So protecting treasure is in protection in the middle of these fabulous cards, which is spark and come together. So this great creative energy, but I would suggest that you kind of don't be too impulsive about things and be mindful. This is a real call for you to be mindful for this week, but it's also a very good week for you, or for me, since I'm a Cancer. There we go. All right, so now we're going to be looking at Leo. And again, if you are a sun sign Leo, ascendant Leo, or a moon in Leo, you're going to want to pay attention to these cards, just like the other ones too. So I'm going to pull 3 cards, and this is the energy for Leo. This is very nice. Very nice. Oh, that's also interesting. So this is about you benefiting from somebody that's triggered you. Very interesting. So Golden Palace represents evidence, right? So it's the evidence of that which is manifest in the real world, right? In the world that you can touch. So this is a week where you're going to see evidence of somebody that has changed your life. Now, it also is telling you to avoid conflict. So when the Dragon's Lair is in this position, it's the 3rd card, it's saying, you don't need to get into conflict at all. This person here will help you so that you don't. So there's a lot of nice help for the Leo personality this week as well. You're not the one helping others. There's somebody going to help you, which I think is beautiful. And just pay attention again, red flags. If a red flag is flapping, stay away. Okay, now we're going to Virgo. And that's Virgo. Here we go. Okay. Now these cards are first 2 cards are in protection, and the last card is about self-reflection. So this is when the follow the leader and into the unknown are both in protection. What it says is you may be kind of like, I guess, chasing your tail a little bit because you don't want to leave your comfort zone. It's like, it's too scary. I don't want to jump into the unknown, but that's where you need to be going. This is a time of innovation and change and transformation. So digging your heels in is not the appropriate response, Virgos, this week, but it's a beautiful week for you to self-reflect, okay? So this is a good time for you to revisit your ideas and your thoughts and see what can change and not to be frightened of that change. It's really important that you allow your fear, bring some love to your fear because there's nothing to be afraid of. Now we have Libra. Or as my friend Yasmin Boland says, Libra. Oh, Mark. Sorry, my husband has to come and pick up the card that fell to the floor, which is a jumper card. So what came out was a jumper card. There is his hand, and that is the magical map shifter, but we're not going to read that card. So we're going to take it as a 4th extra card, and we're at Libra here. So let us do this for Libra. Education, mountain. Oh, bone collector. I'm glad we have this. So education and bone collector are both in protection, and mountain, which represents obstacles, are in the middle. So for Libra, you have learned a lesson. You've already learned this lesson, but this is a refusal to learn what is already in the past, right? So you've already been here. I would liken this entire reading to the round and round card in my other deck, Wisdom of the Oracle, because it's repeating a pattern that is unnecessary, that will create an unnecessary obstacle for you. So recognize that the obstacle is familiar and you don't have to get engaged with it this week. As a matter of fact, the jumper card, the 4th card, says a person, somebody that you're talking to or meeting is going to give you great advice, okay? Great advice. You have to listen to them. Okay, that's great. Now let's talk to Scorpio. Let's see what Scorpio has in store. What energy for Scorpio? So Scorpio, magic prayer, flying, and we also have rock bottom. It's an interesting week for everybody. So magic prayer is having to wait for your prayers to be answered. That's for Scorpio. Now, flying is about having perspective or seeing above. It's more the observer. You have to be in the observer. And rock bottom in the protection is unnecessary suffering. So it's your choice this week of how you view what's happening to you, what's going on with you, it's a call for you to shift perspective. But if you do, this is a beautiful card because it says you can, and you really can see the higher view. So it's really just saying, look at the higher view and recognize that some things that appear that your prayers aren't answered or that something is amiss, it's saying if you can step back a little bit and view this with a different pair of eyes, with more, I guess, less attachment to seeing things the way you want to see them, you're going to have a very good week. So now let's take a look at Sagittarius and see what Sag is going to experience this week. So that's Mountain, there's Spark, and what's the third card? Wizard of Awareness. Okay, so this is, again, we read the cards as they flow, right? So the first card is Mountain, and it's in the protection position. So don't bang your head against the wall. Like, it's really saying, like, hey, you can walk around the mountain. The obstacle's actually not that big. And the Spark card is you're going to have all kinds of creative solutions. Trust that inspired voice within and be really just super aware of your environment, your words, watch your words. But this is beautiful because what you perceive as a big obstacle is actually quite tiny. Okay, that's awesome for Sag. Now let's take a look at Capricorn. There you go. Something beautiful in every sign. I think I have a friend in every single sign. Let's see. Okay, Capricorn, here we go. Capricorn is also wondering about their prayers not being met. Okay, so the first card is Magic Prayer, is things are taking longer than you want for Capricorns, okay? So you want evidence faster than it's coming to you. And Dry Desert represents also that sense of feeling fatigued and also like, oh my God, when is this going away, right? And the antidote to all of that has come together, which is really about community as well, too. It's like really getting on the phone, getting on Zoom, connecting with others is going to, and you're going to see everything come together for the highest good. It's just really right now you have to kind of switch up some of what you're doing in order to give yourself some kind of new juice. Because when we're in the dry desert, it's likely because we've been doing the same thing over and over again. Even walking down the street in a different way, if you can go outside for some exercise or sitting in a different chair than you normally do, mix it up a little. That will actually help you get out of that dry desert. We're going to look at Aquarius now. The Aquarius personality. Here we go. We got lots of Aquarius going on. So stuck in the mud, intention, and that's in protection and coming apart. This is very interesting. So when stuck in the mud is in the upside down position or protection position, it's actually giving you a gift. It's giving you a gift and it's inviting you to change your perception of what you consider being stuck means. So intention will help you out of the stuck place, but it means that you have to give up a story that you're holding on to. Coming apart says that you must let go. If you want something better or you want to evolve away from a painful situation or a situation that's uncomfortable for you, you need to shift your perception of it. Really believe or practice believing that your intention could change you in some way, but it means you have to let go something in order to become that person that has the intended experience that you want. So for Aquarius this week, it really is a lot of this is about letting go something in order for your best intention to take root in the world. And that being stuck was actually a good thing. Because it gives you a new opportunity for a new perspective. So it's asking you for that. And last but not least, we have Pisces. Let's see, Pisces. Yay! Okay. Pisces, rescue and peaks of joy and dry desert and protection. Okay, so when rescue is in the protection, it's a reminder that Nobody's coming to rescue you but you. You have to participate in your own rescue. You cannot expect to give the burden of what you need to be doing for yourself to someone else. They aren't going to fix anything for you. You are the one that has to participate in your own rescue. But the best part is that's going to make you happy because Peaks of Joy is right beside that. And you are making resilience your middle name. So the dry desert, when it's in the protection position, reminds us of the resilient creatures that live in a desert. We have creatures that can live in the harshest conditions. And this is the resilience that desert life offers you. So this is a great week for you, Pisces. As long as you remember, you are happiest when you are participating in your own rescue and recognizing how extraordinary you are, how much spiritual resilience, a mental resilience, and emotional resilience you have actually acclimated to up until now. So trust that. And this is a week that you have to remember your joy too. You might have to practice your joy a little bit this week, and that will get you out of the doldrums. Okay, everybody, we will see you next time for more of the Astro Oracle sessions with me and the weekly reading. And I hope you watch this month's 21 card predictive reading on the energies and energy forecast for what we can expect for this month. See you soon. Hey, if you love this video, subscribe to my channel. Just click on the button, a little bell will come up, and that means that you're going to get a notification every time these videos are loaded up. And I hope you enjoy them, and please leave a comment. We love to read them. Take care.